the run delivered by Wendy's, and take a look at UConn, the bucket getter, Paige Bueckers, in her run through this tournament. The first round game, it was calm, some light. The next three, she averaged 35 points a game, including, of course, that 40-piece that she dropped on Oklahoma. She's looking to break her own program record with her fourth straight 30 or more point game. So CP, how has she been able to be so good and so efficient throughout the entire tournament?
Well, I think that Paige Bueckers' basketball IQ and savviness, like she knows where her spots are. She knows how, she plays really a play ahead. So when a screen's coming for her, she's already reading her defense and knowing where the defense is going to be. And that muscle memory, she is ready to pull the trigger. Her shot, y'all play golf?
Yeah, sometimes.
So, you know, when you play golf and you've practiced and you practice, you don't even have to really look at it. You know what to do, and that's what Paige Bueckers is able to do. When she comes off the dribble, she knows how to get inside the defense. She sees where the screen is, where the opening is going to be, and she's able to, if she doesn't score, get to the free throw line. She is so quick and so, I mean, just dangerous.
Dangerous.
And she can make lemonade out of some lemons. That's even scoring over Rhea Marshall. That's a 6'3" length right there. Again, it goes back to that muscle memory. And she can tell you, look, get out of my way, clear the way, because I know that window's going to open, and she's ready to knock it down.
Yeah, she's so swaggy, too, out there. Okay, so we know Paige has been at UConn for 5 years. This is her fourth Final Four. She's back-to-back Final Fours for her. How much pressure is on her to get a win?
You know, the amount of pressure, that's neither here nor there. She said the second that I committed to Connecticut, I assumed the pressure. I already knew that it came with expectations. Anything less than a national championship is a disappointment to them. They said, we have a goal in mind, and we're looking to accomplish that now. The greats that have come before her, she knows the precedent they have set for UConn basketball, and that's what they intend to do this weekend. And so the pressure, I mean, hey, thrive under pressure, crumble under pressure, but like Coach Peck said, she's performing under pressure.
Coach, when you think about her going into this Final Four, this is her last time. This is her last shot at it. Obviously, she wants to win a title. She wants to win a Final Four matchup. How do you think she's handling that pressure?
Oh, I think she's handling it great. I think Paige Bueckers is built for this kind of pressure. I think that that's why she's the great player that she is. The great players that have achieved success, they welcome the pressure because you know what pressure makes.
Diamonds!
So that's why Paige Bueckers has been able to elevate the game to the level that it is. She works at it. She trusts her work. She deserves to be paid off for it, and I think that pressure has helped fuel her to be the player that she is.
And I think her team has bought into the fact that she deserves to be paid off for it. She's been working so hard at this common goal that they've had and finally coming into full form right now.
Yeah, and you mentioned it earlier. There's been a lot of greats that have come before her. She currently sits tied for 5th most NCAA tournament points all time. She needs 48 points to break the all-time record. There have also been so many greats at UConn. By the way, she could possibly break that tonight. I'm not even going to lie. She dropped 40 in the Sweet 16.
She's not playing with us. She's not playing with us.
Drop 48. But does she need a championship to solidify her legacy at UConn?
Yeah, I love this discussion because there's a difference between like the most winning player or the greatest player, but like, is she one of Connecticut's greatest? Absolutely. Do I think that she needs a championship to solidify her in like the top 3? Maybe. I don't know, Carolyn, we go back and forth with this, but the greatness that players are individually compared to the collective, I think that Paige has broken those individual records, has really aided and helped her team to be the best version of themselves. She makes everybody around her better. She's going to be forever in the history books of Connecticut basketball, but can she get that ring?
Well, here's the thing. When you talk about a legacy,
or
do you talk about a player who has really put her stamp on the game?
Because the legacy is there. The legacy is written already.
Because there are players who have not won championships that their name is etched in your brain.
Absolutely.
You talk about Dawn Staley, who coached South Carolina. She was at Virginia, never won that championship. That motivated and fueled her to get her team back here today. Caitlin Clark didn't win a championship, but her name has been etched in our brains
record books forever.
Of women's basketball. So I don't think that necessarily you have to win a championship to have a legacy, but I think to be listed as one of the all-time greats, yeah, I think you got to have a ring.
It's that ring.
That makes sense. I get it. But at the end of the day, as you guys mentioned, she's still Paige Bueckers and Paige Bueckers. So we'll talk much more about that matchup in a little bit. That was fueling the run delivered by Wendy's. Head to Wendy's.com/March Madness to grab your meal before game time. I know you're going to be hungry. All right.